It's a pleasure meeting you, my man, for the
Yeah.
first time, actually, yeah.
Thank you, man. It's an honor, dude. Honestly, It's an honor to meet you too. Where are you at in the course, bro?
I'm actually right now, I'm on I think it's the third module, just going
Okay.
over like the social dynamics. So after work, I try to get a little bit of time in every night and just to refresh. But after I go through it all, I'll probably go through it like the second time just to really be ready for this test. I don't want to look foolish when I take this little quiz. So
Man.
I want to be prepared.
How are you feeling about it so far, the information you're getting?
I mean, it's solid information, considering I'm getting it from a man with however many years of experience that you've been doing it. You said since 21, I think, right?
Yeah, man, I'm 35.
I mean, you got hands-on experience in the game, and everything that you're telling us and informing us about it's legit. It's legit. And the main thing is that I picked up is really the truth is the soft skills, how you interact with people, and your intuitive response with people, and it's huge. That's huge. How you communicate. People pick up on that. They could feel the energy. They know. People know.
Yes.
And that's I think that's important wherever you go in life. So I appreciate you though, because you're real. You're real.
I just finished the last module, module 5, and I'm like totally new to the protection game, man. And it's very interesting,
Apply to your local companies down there, see what kind of feedback you get, see what kind of interest you get, and then start branching out, start pushing out, and apply to the bigger companies, man. And see what happens. That's the game.
I just signed a, solo. The best thing about being a solo practitioner, I just signed a contract last night. Went back to ground zero.
Yeah.
Got on Google and found, things that you talk about all the time. Hey, get your name out to the industry. Even though I've been doing this for a while, found like three new companies in the Nashville area. Sent my resume out to those guys, and then I was driving to detail one of my regular clients.
Yeah.
And started, like, man, I'm gonna listen to a podcast. I messed around and opened up you and Elijah Shaw Own Your Space.
Yeah, man, that one's hot. That's like Hall of Fame.
I never knew this. I never knew your sense of humor, but I laughed for at least 30 miles on the highway. I'm looking at what I'm doing. I'm like, man, you know what? I really didn't have it as bad as Byron. I just want to say thanks, Byron, again. I'm humbled. I'm excited. I really wish the young lady that was on here, my classmate, if she was on here, I could just say thanks, because she caused me to kind of recharge and look back, and be like, hey, let me start back from ground zero and see what's out there. So
yeah, man.
Just want to say thanks.
The other things you said, which were gold, man, is I want everyone else to pay attention to how Larry's running that. He's chasing the pager like a champ right now. You know what I'm saying? You got to remember the formula. No matter how deep you get up in the game, the formula still works, and it actually has a compounding effect, and it works better and better and better. So now he's not just getting started out. He's got details under his belt. He's got different classes and things he's got under his belt. He's got time and service under his belt. Now when he goes back and looks in his area and starts putting his resume back out there, he's going to get a higher volume of returns. And so that formula of continuing to sell security and put yourself out there to companies is huge, man.
If I could say just one more comment, Byron, I noticed, for the ones that's in the course or completing the course, it is, Byron's course 1. I've been through a couple of resident courses, executive protection courses, where I'm sitting in class, and great guys, great instructors, but I don't have the ability to reach out to them like this. And second, I noticed a lot of guys are trying to, figuring out, like, they want to come in and go right to, whatever your niche is. For me, I started out at uniform security, but because of my values, like Byron said, I connect to the clergy. I just want to say, don't get caught up, with your blindness. Say, hey, I'm only going to do corporate. I'm only going to do celebrity. You gotta build your resume, and then as you start working, your work will gravitate to what you feel comfortable doing. But definitely, what Byron does for us, nobody I know does it like this, where you can just once a week, like, hey, Byron, is this the right thing? Or, some people asking about licenses and hey, here's what I want to do. I mean, that advice, you can't get it on a regular basis. So, Byron, again, kudos on what you're doing, and hey, don't stop.
I just finished the course. I posted to the chat, but I did just finish the course, and it was a great course. As like I said in my review of it, I learned a lot. So I finished the course. A guy I used to work with at another company, he has his own company out here, and he had a new rap artist client or whatever he had, and paid me to do the advance for him.
Nice.
And because of that, he said, you know what? I want to make you my official advance guy. So
boom, that's what's up. Ah, my man, that's what's up.
So I was kind of juiced. Yeah, I was really juiced and excited about that. But that's all because of you, really. To be honest with you, you put the work together. You pretty much put the field out there, and I just had to go plow it. You know what I mean? And I appreciate the opportunity to be a part of it. And like I said, because of it, now I have at least one confirmed company that I'm their #1 advanced guy.
Where are you at in the modules? Have you finished yet, or?
I'm almost done. Yep, I just kept getting delayed, but I told Mike I'm pushing through and finishing, so I should be done probably in the next 2 weeks, I would say.
What'd you think of the content now that you've gone through most of it?
Well, I'm really, I think the thing that I see different about everybody else's trainings that I've had is, I think everybody has said the same thing. The soft skills are hidden. It's a hidden treasure.
Yeah.
People don't know how to communicate. People don't know. They know how to get in, fight, and get out, but they don't know how to stop, take a breath. Because you actually, from what the guys on the call have even said, you carry something that's very rare, because even though you are pushing every day towards excellence in what you do, you're also dreaming beyond what you do now.
100%.
You actually carry something really powerful, because a lot of people will get stuck in doing what they're doing and spending their days in that momentum, but you actually have a forward momentum, which gives us vision for what's ahead. So, we were already talking in January about what this year would hold, but you're already talking about next year. So I love that it just keeps going and building and creating, but you're always present with what you're doing now. It's beautiful.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I've got some good news. Seriously,
Yeah.
I've been moving on. I haven't been on the modules for a bit because the good news is I've moved on with the job sort of thing. So it's carrying me over towards putting me a bit back for the continuing with the module. But it's put me in that process of using your actual the soft skills. Everything what you put in this course, it's been used. And appreciate it. Seriously, it's the best thing that I've ever done. So, I seriously appreciate it. Thank you very much for that.
Where are you at in the course, man? What's your experience like? How are you holding up out there?
We're doing well. Actually, I've got a couple of my guys are going through the program. So I'm utilizing you as a supplement to our internal training. So I'm I run the EP program for a corporate 100 or Fortune 100. So followed you social media wise for the last couple of years, and then just as a way to get our guys who are kind of old salty dogs to see kind of the way of the future. I convinced them that they needed to take a look at the course and not think that they know everything. So we've got a few guys that are starting off at the bottom rungs of your program and just working their way through just as a supplemental to what they already bring to the table.